Many people you speak to will tell you Chandidasa has nothing going on at night times. We found it to be totally different to that. There are bands playing in many pubs and bars, and the people that go there really do want to have a great time. We've had some brilliant nights there, and we've met some amazing people as well. Don't let people put you off going to Chandidasa telling you that it's going to be dead after sunset. It's not. It's a really great place to be, and it's so chilled as well. We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures.
Well, good morning, and here we are on the second day at Puri Pandan in Candidasa. We went out last night, you saw some bits and pieces that we did. Went to a bar, had a bit of a laugh, and watched a lot of Canadians having a pretty crazy time, doing lots of shots. Anyway, this is the sort of view you get in the morning here. Not a bad view, is it? Not a bad view. And like I said yesterday, we saw turtles just here. Keep our eye open in a minute and see if there's any. But first of all, we're gonna have some breakfast. Right, I'm gonna keep the camera pointing this way because we've just seen a turtle poke his head up. And I'm going to try and tell you where it was. It was roughly in that area there. So we're just going to carry on watching for a minute. I think there's only possibly one of them out there. That's why he's taking so long to come back. You recording as well, do you? Yeah. Yeah, I think you could be right. He's camera shot. Oh, there he is. He's right out there now. Right over there. Oh, there's two of them out there. I ordered cheese on toast because I just had this vision of a big, thick, crusty bit of toast with some cheese on it. And I thought, that'll be excellent. Well, I'm going to show you what come. Reality and vision. Cassie. Good. So yeah, sadly, you know you're not going to get out here, but for that brief moment in time, I really dreamed I was going to have a big thick piece of toast and some gorgeous cheddar cheese just melting on it. But no, reality is.
Well, those of you who don't snorkel, this would be an absolutely brilliant place to come and watch the turtles. We've been sat here having a drink and looking out over the water, and we've been watching quite a few turtles over the last couple of days. We keep on looking out, we might be lucky enough to see another one. There he is over there. See him? I think if you do come here, it might be advisable, if you're not going in snorkeling, to bring a pair of binoculars with you. They're not very heavy to carry around, are they? And you get to see much better. But it's a beautifully chill place to be, honestly.
Well, Candidasa certainly has a slower pace of life, and it just makes you kick back and relax. Sometimes you get too caught up, especially us, running around, doing this, doing that, making the most of every moment. And for a little while, we're just going to sit back, relax, have a drink, listen to the ocean, and just enjoy. This afternoon, though, you know, in true fashion, we're off on a cycling tour. So we'll be all action again. Not quite sure how it's going to turn out. It's mainly downhill, so it shouldn't be too hard. You know, we don't like to exert ourselves too much. Anyway, I hope you'll stick with the video and watch that a little bit later. And of course, as we look out there, that's Nusa Lebangan. Behind that's Nusa Chinigan, and then behind that is Nusa Penida. Behind Nusa Lebangan tomorrow. And we'll do Chinigan as well, probably when we're on scooters. Then we're going off to Gillier, which is that direction. So you'll see that a later video. It certainly looks like it's going to be a drier day today. We have to have a few dry days, surely. One thing I do notice is normally you see fast boats going by, but I haven't seen any fast boats going by today. Maybe I've just missed them. And right out in the distance there, you can see one of the ferries. I think that would be going to Lombok. Okay, well, we're going to be picked up in a minute and go on a cycling tour. Breeze is picking right up now, so it's quite choppy out there. It's not too bad though. But hopefully the breeze will make it a nice cycling tour. I said earlier on about fast boats. There's actually one there, so just a bit early maybe. So we're going to be picked up and go up the mountains and cycle down, and we end up at Virgin Beach, where apparently we've got a meal as well, so it should be a good trip. Hopefully it will be. We'll soon see, won't we? Well, we've just been picked up by our host today, Robbie, who's taking us out on our cycling tour. You just got to see this as we come around the corner. Oh, it's a lot further than I thought, but I'm just going to run round. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. We're on the side of a gun now, start the cycling tour. You just turned around here. I don't know exactly where we are, but I will try and work it out.
People still living around here, and then I think if we walk another 500 meters, and then that's the last civilization of people living though.
Oh, I see, okay.
The rest is already forest.
Oh, wow.
So as we start the bike ride, we're about 900 metres above sea level. And the ride to Virgin Beach is going to be approximately 26 kilometres.
So the bridge was taken out in a volcanic eruption and the river just keeps on washing it away. Oh.
So this material now is pushing or flooding by water bit by bit. Yeah. So always progress. I don't know government how going to manage this bridge. This is originally river. Now we get this material. So before wet season, this material high.
Oh, okay.
And now.
And that's just happened this wet season?
No, it's when the wet season, first wet season, all the material comes.
Yeah. Right.
So when no material anymore from above, the water coming and erosion, you know,
yeah.
bit by bit.
Well, I've managed to fall off it already. I've grazed my leg up a little bit. It's not too bad. I think it's just a bit of skin rash. It was very slow speed, like 0 mile an hour. Coming to that riverbed, I tried to paddle up that hill opposite, and I hit a boulder, a little round boulder, and the wheel went one way. I put my foot out. I hit another round boulder under my foot, so the bike went, I went, and it was just a case of trying to lay it all down as gently as possible. Very ungracefully, but I wasn't filming at the time, thank God, so you won't see it, but I will admit to it. Right, I've just stopped to readjust everything because I felt all a little bit twisted. And look at that little tiny puppy there. Hello puppy, don't run in front of me please. The gravel is unbelievably smooth, so you're just going to be very, very careful on it.
I think Mark will do that.
I like dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. Right, they'll stop at lots of different little places, and you'll have coffee, tea, and all sorts of strange things. But look at this, he's just come back with some dragon fruit.
Oh, wow. Got ya.
Now, compared to the one we had the other day,
Oh,
this is so much sweeter. It really is nice. Well, I'll just show you me leg as well, so you can see what actually happened. There you are. So it's mainly a tyre burn, I think. It's all right. Olive. And I think my hat in that looks quite fetching, doesn't it? I've had to wear this hat underneath because I'm worried about getting stripes on my head. Another little puppy. Hello. I think I'm having deja vu. I'm sure he just passed me.
You may well have heard V refer to a game called Downhill Domination we used to play. This certainly feels like it's Downhill Domination. If you don't know it, you need to look it up.
That is snakeskin fruit right there.
is it?
Oop. So we've got tea plantain. Watch these bushes as well, because lots of thorns on them, right? This is where you don't want to fall off. With lots of spikes going in you. Be me, typical would be me. And now I'm thinking about it, I can't help but steer towards them. Well, this is good fun. And you're getting to see part of Bali that you won't normally see. Yeah, you can't see this walking, you can't see this, you know, driving in a car. Oh, it's a very tight right hander, right? Just managed to pull my shoe off. Disappeared to the left. I'm not sure. And he's just going a lot faster. The nice thing as well is it's not too hot. Although, you know, I'd worry about my head getting burnt in stripes. I didn't wear the hat. Riding the bike, you get a cool breeze, so it feels nice. And you got beautiful scenery, beautiful scenery. And I think I'll probably watch it with you guys as well on the way back, you know, because you're concentrating on where you're going as well. So I'm missing some of the scenery, but by recording it, not only do you get to see it, I get to see it a second time and take it in properly. You alright, babe? Hello, how are you? So definitely having a bit of fun there. I can see here little screams and oops and whoas and things like that. Hello. Hello. Now this trip has cost us 600,000 rupiah, and they've picked us up from our hotel and they'll drop us back. We get entrance to Virgin Beach because you have to pay to get into Virgin Beach these days. I don't know if I think you always ever had to, I'm not sure. And we also get a meal down there as well. So, yeah, the whole experience, you know, it's an expensive day in one way, but a fun day. And, you know, you get to experience and see so much. Give way to the left, girls. We say smooth as a baby's bum. Bike. Smooth as a baby's bum. Petrol station. Okay.
Can you see it, Ma?
What am I looking at? Okay, no, I can't. Chocolate tree. Oh, cocoa. Ah, so what we were looking at just then is a cocoa tree. We've seen a few more chocolate making places in Bali this time around as well. Oh no! Wrong gear. Car. Truck. Hello. Oh! Christ, babe.
Jesus, well, you stopped.
I don't think you're like, hello! You alright?
Go on.
I think I don't know how much he love you. Stop.
No brake lights. Yeah? Oh, that's dragon fruit. I see, yes. Yes. Recognise it now. So all these bushes hanging over here, that's dragon fruit. Hopefully you can see that. And of course, all of you people who've watched Eat, Pray, Love, I'm going to do you a little bit of Julia Roberts going down a lane on a bicycle with your legs out. Boom. How you do? This is the place to come. You know, this feels as close to the being proper Bali as I think you can imagine. We're in the rice paddy fields now. How stunning is this? Hello. Truly, truly, it's going to be the highlight of the trip so far. And there's been a few. There has been a few, but this is most definitely that is absolutely stunning. There you are, look at that. While we've been riding down, that has been behind us. Wow, 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 wow. That's all I can say. I'm going to say another wow as well, just add to it. That's brilliant. Well, the view of that volcano then was absolutely stunning. And now we're going to ride along these rice fields. And amazingly enough, the clouds just started covering the volcano, so we were really, really lucky. And for those of you who don't know, that was Mount Elgun. Chili peppers are my favourite field. Chilies.
So this thing is the postcard or on movie still left here.
Yeah. Eat, pray, love. Yeah.
Yep.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Alright. See how far we go on this one. Ooh. Chain don't break. Ooh.
Lovely.
Ooh.
All of that. Sunset cycling is good. So that's Lombok.
That's Lombok we're looking at there. Right.
That Nusa Penida.
It's the Penida.
You see that?
Yeah. That's Mount, over there is Ahmed. Lombok, Nusa Penida, and obviously Nusa Lebangan and Chinigan in front. hard to know what this footage is going to come out like because I've never filmed with a camera strapped to my bag before. I'm using a GoPro clamp. It comes with a GoPro kit and mounted with a magnetic connector to the Osmo Action 3, just in case you wondered. The camera is set up with Horizon Steady, I think they call it. Oh. And hopefully that's going to look quite good. Colours, I've gone for, I didn't want to be colour grading all this footage. I've been having a problem with colour grading, I'm not very good at it. So I thought I'd opt for just a standard colour profile and go with that. I need to spend more time on the colour grading, and I thought I risk messing up too much footage if I don't do it, so I'm being lazy. And I'm just using standard colour profile. Hello. So hopefully the colours look good enough. I'll soon know when I see them myself. I know people like to know, hello, what you've used to take your film. And I'm using the Osmo. The idea is this was all about having a very small travel pack. So I brought an Osmo Action 3 drone, which is a Mini 3 Pro. I've also got an Osmo Action 1, which I'm using for all the water stuff, anything in the water, just because. Just because. And I've got an Osmo Pocket as a backup, which I didn't. Oh, durian fruit, yeah.
Big spiky durian fruit.
Here we go, it's a big long hill, so this is going to be a killer. Hello. 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 Turn right. Again, look at how stunning that is. This is like Bali should be. This is what it is. Absolutely beautiful. This is just how everybody thinks of Bali. Stunning. Run, Forrest, run. Hello. Busier road now. Doing all right. So we're going to have some pork satay now. I'm just going to come back a bit so I can get the gentleman's face in as well. A proper traditional market this, and you can see it comes over here. Sambal. Oh, lots
Yeah. Have to have straw.
Sambal. You
want some salmon?
Oh, yes. You don't know anything. Demakasi.
Oh, dangerous.
And look at those beauties. Come on, V. I'll try it. Alright, I'm going to take the end one there. And we will try our hardest to get as much sambal on it as possible.
He likes it spicy.
Yeah, it's Bali. As long as your belly is or adaptation, good adaptation,
Oh yeah, we
it
like
will be
it.
alright.
Right,
This is good, thank you.
so here we go.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, let's get the circulation moving.
very good.
Yum.
Chili's lovely.
The pork belly.
Bagus. Pisang goreng. The sambo.
I think they would like rice. No. No.
What a good mixture. Pisang goreng and chili.
Quite nice. Banana and chili. It's nice.
Good. Good. Really good. Well, that is absolutely... Oh, looking at my picture here. I look bloody idiot, don't I, with this hat on and me hat on underneath. Anyway, don't worry about that. That was absolutely divine. And here, you've got to try it. Pisang goreng, code with sambo sauce. Or sambo, just with chili. Oh my. What a combination. I'm going to try that more often. Bananas and chili. Cool, who thought that? Well, we did. Anyway, this is just a local market. Little tiny one. And the food is lovely. That pork satay was absolutely the best. Well, that food was just amazing. And if you've never had street food, you need to try it. I'm sure most of you have, but if you haven't, it is absolutely amazing. And I'm no food expert by any means, but that banana and chili, what a combination. I mean, we just said at the time, a bit of a joke really, to have it. And I'll be doing that more often, I really will. Well, you saw them laugh at me, because they thought I was being a bit silly. Found out my bell is not working. I have a feeling there's a big lorry behind me. You can sort of hear the air brakes. What are spiders? I don't know if you can see this on the camera to my side. Loads and loads of spiders in the wires. Oh no, they're only inside. Oh, there you are. I'm just going to try and turn the camera that way. So as I'm riding down, maybe you can see them. Went past that too quickly. More spiders. Have a look up there. Look at that. Now, here you are, the local toy seller. Oh no. Hello. Hello. Back to man. Now I've been thinking about how I'm going to edit this, and I've come to the conclusion that I might as well just do it as the ride. So it might end up being quite a long video. So it might end up being quite a long video, but I think it's the best way to sort of take in the experience. I think I'll make a Candidasa video, which will show a little bit of it. Oh, baby ducks, I think that was. But we'll just do a long, slow video of this. Yeah, there's going to be a few cuts and everything. How else do you edit this together? Go. One thing I will say though is if you're going to do this, get some decent shoes. I'm wearing hello there, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Start again. If you're going to do this sort of right, get a decent pair of trainers or something to do it in. Because I'm wearing beach shoes, and believe me, it is the silliest thing I've done. They keep on sliding off my feet. My feet feel like they're swimming. V, she's doing it in bloody flip-flops again, isn't she? I don't know. Yeah, pair of old trainers or something, bring them with you. Make it a lot easier. So you heard that, people, didn't you? Doing the morning cycle ride, it's hot, it's hard, and the view's not so good. Do the sunset tour, and everything's that much better. Are we all together? Hello. 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 Hello, how are you? Hello. Hello.
Last hill for the day.
A big one by the looks of it.
Last hill for the day.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
Just about. Oh, that one hurt. Oh, well, that hill was a killer. I made it though. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello. 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 Hello.
Follow after me.
Okay.
In 50 meters, turn right. White man signal. If I said, let's go, go.
Okay.
Go after me.
Go.
Go on.
All together. That's probably hello. That was probably the hairiest part of it all. Crossing that main road on a bike from standing start. Bad enough when you're walking across it. Hello. Oh, 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 oh. Hello. Must admit, my rear end is feeling a bit tender now. No cows with the calves. See a few of them on the gillies in a few weeks. A few days. Turn right. Made it.
Back open, yeah.
There's no way I was going round you down that divot.
Eh?
There's no way I was going round down that divot. So as you come down, you've got all those steps behind me. And then you follow down on a little bit more of a path. Yeah, I've not got that out on anymore. I think I'm looking pretty red though, aren't I? That's exhaustion. Anyway.
See this island from the starting point though.
Oh yeah? That's the island we were looking at, is it?
Another one that way. Yaha Gili. Gili Yaha.
Giligiha.
Yaha.
Biaha. So this is Virgin Beach. This is the very end of the day. Most people are leaving now. We're going to go for a swim. Well, we've had some food down here at Virgin Beach, just nasi goreng. It was nothing special. I don't distract from the rest of the day. Day's been amazing. Swim at Virgin Beach was lovely. It's the best time to be down here. Look at it. Really empty. And that's V saying, shame, we got to walk up all those steps now. But that is the penalty you pay in Bali. Any decent beach has got a penalty. And it's normally steps.
Well, what an experience that was. That was an absolutely amazing afternoon. That was a sunset tour with East Bali Bike Tours.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to say goodbye to Robbie now.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more from us, please subscribe to our channel. And once again, thanks to Robbie. We had an absolutely amazing day. See you later, guys. Bye.